Hello and welcome back. I'm Lost and this is Hearts of Iron 4. We are playing Road to 56 today and we are going to go from start to finish, if possible. Deciding whom I would like to play as. I think I'm going to be Turkey. I haven't played them in a while. The last time I played them was base game. And I had fun with them. I just had troubles growing and I think if I play it right, it could be very fun. First thing I need to do... What do I need to do first? Industry, maybe? Current party is not. This is what I'm doing. This is what I'm going to do. If I do the diplomatic effort, run through internationalism into authoritarianism, yes, then I can go right. So we do that. I don't need the shipyards yet, but I want them at some point. And I definitely need the industry. Okay, let's start with the diplomatic effort. Divisions don't matter at the moment. Okay, so the question is, do we do aircraft or tanks? My thinking is, we're fighting in pretty rough terrain. Tanks isn't going to help us. However, if we grab fighters and either dive bombers or medium bombers, we're going to be in good shape. So I'm going to grab the medium bomber. We're going to drop tank production completely. See what our roads look like. Oh, crap. How's our civil industry? Crap. Alright, we have very little opportunity. We'll put those two down, which will help a little. And we'll put these two down. And then we will put down a couple of roads. Just to bring everything up to 4. And then we'll grab more industry. Alright. We need... Well, that's fine. I have no artillery. Well, we can't raise troops, so we're not going to. That will do for now. I need to do oil research. So that I can start producing oil and rubber and not have this problem. then I want to figure out who has... Greece has the other resources I need. So I want Greece. Greece will provide a lot of the resources necessary for the furthering war. But I'm not allowed to move troops into here right now. That's fine. Since our intention is Greece, let's actually take a couple more divisions away from the Desert Fox. 5, 6, 8, 9, 10. Okay. Dive bombers and fighters. So we'll do dive bombers. You know what? I hate to do this, but we're going to do the fighters. We're going to stick with the production we've got. We're not going to try and restart. I need to get rid of the demilitarized zone. So I'm going to have to look through here to see what gets rid of it. This one. So that's the next one. Okay. Let's pick the speed up. Good, okay. America's doing a very American thing. Okay. I need a fascist demagogue. No, I want a war industrialist. I don't need to be fascist just yet. I need to build up my empire first. Well, not even really my empire. Alright, our next thing is going to be the oil production and artillery. Mussolini state? What the hell is that? What? What? Hitler assassinated? Holy crap. Oh. Holy shit. Where the hell did that come from? Oh, they want to get rid of Hitler. Oh. Oh. Oh, dear Lord, this is going to be a different play. Holy crap. I mean, they're still fascist. Let's go with fascist. Do that one. We're fine on the aircraft because we're sticking with what we've got. Not worried about the Navy. I am worried about support equipment. Not that I'm really going to have enough, factories for what I'm doing. But hey, one step at a time. Don't have enough aircraft, but we'll produce them. I'm really short on resources right now. Alright, we're going to go right, and then we're going to halt that tree. I have no template for the artillery, but that's okay. We can get it later. Let's grab a military theorist so I can actually start adding artillery to my divisions. Military youth gives me more people, but I don't need that just yet. What I want is first 5-year plan. Yeah, it looks like nationalist Spain is going to win again. Good job, Spain. Yugoslavia claims Bulgaria. Okay, good. We've got a ton of stuff coming out right now. do this first. And let's get our first oil field up and running. That will improve our production of almost everything. What the hell? What the hell is going on in this game? The British went fascist. It's not even 1938. It's early 37. The British are fascist. The Germans have gotten rid of Hitler. The British are no longer in a faction. There's the Comintern, the Axis, and the Northern Lights. What the hell? As soon as I'm fascist, I need to start declaring war against Greece. And I obviously can't go against Bulgaria because they're already part of the Axis. But I could go against Yugoslavia. Polish-Romanian alliance, that's fine. Okay, we just had our referendum. I'm not going mobile warfare. We're going to stick with Grand Battle Plan. Okay, so I need a national unity of higher than 60%. This gives me a national unity of 5%. What else will give me national unity? Ah, I know what can give me national unity. One of these. Balanced approach, 5% national unity. Okay, that's our idea. We're going to go with balanced approach next, and after the cement industry effort is finished, we will follow down that one, some language theory. And I want to get this. My hope is that Greece doesn't go fascist. You cannot afford to sit here, though, because if Greece does something stupid, I need to be prepared. Japan declares war on China, and Peru declared war. March 38. All right, we've got some time. We build. Good, we're almost done with our first oil factory, which will alleviate some of this stress. I know I don't have the artillery for that. Good, good. My factory finished. Or my oil production finished. Alright, and I need balanced approach. Use me my 60%. We're going to keep going down some of the industry into the tech, and then do the military piece. The biggest problem we face is that this is the axis right now. Actually, you know what I should do? Okay, so the logic behind joining the Fascists. I don't have to call them into the war against Greece. If somebody else declares war on me because of the war against Greece, I can call them in. Building slot Civ factory. Okay, doesn't matter which. Plus, it forces Greece to stretch out their borders. And none of them is going to give two shits if I take Greece and then take Albania. Except Italy, but I don't give a shit about Italy. And then I can go take Afghanistan, Iran, and Iraq, and Saudi Arabia, and Oman, and Yemen. And nobody's going to care about that either. Nice large empire, that's what I'm after. That's almost done. Okay. No! God damn it, Germany! can't declare war. Hi, Nesso. I just got screwed by Germany. Oh, man. Oh, man. I have my justification against Greece, and Germany just gave them a non-aggression pact. Germany, you asshats. I have to leave the Axis so that I can declare war on Greece, and then hope to God Greece doesn't join the Axis, because if they do, I'm screwed because I can't afford the war with the Axis. Oh, man, and I thought I was doing so well as Turkey. Hey, yeah, I'll accept your volunteers. Germany, England. The British are freaking... Oh, the British are fascists, and they're supporting my war against Greece. History, how funny you can be. So now what I do is I say... Yeah, see, now they won't join. Which is fine. I don't need them right now. I'm using none of that. Let's do a war industrialist. Can I get more dive bombers? I can. Let's set them to flying as well. Alright, here they go. You are going to convoy escort as soon as I feel like I'm ready. So the beauty is, I don't even need to send these guys in. The Greeks will know that I'm doing this, and they'll shift troops south, weakening their border in the north, letting my armies push through. Come on, guys. You've got this. Perfectly happy to let them deal with that island. How close are we to 17 out of 70 days. We got a while. Let's speed it up. Nope, I'm not ready to give them... Research village, and then we'll go back to more production. Anglo-Irish trade war. Nice. No, it's not really that, well, so it can look complicated, but really what it boils down to is you're running your country. I have a focus tree, and the focus tree gives me options for how to guide my country into the future. And a lot of these are, I spent a fair amount of time when I first started as Turkey today looking at these options, so I already knew where I was going to go. And one of the things that I wanted to do, we're going to close this for a minute, I wanted to reclaim Iran and Saudi Arabia, and if possible, or Iran, Iraq, and if possible, Saudi Arabia. Now it turns out that if I go in here, there is actually an option to do that. So I can go in and I can pursue the growth that I want to do. So having seen that, I said, all right, what do I need to do? Well, it says here, more national unity than 60%, current ruling party is not democratic, and current ruling party is not aligned. Well, I am not democratic, I'm not non-aligned, and I have 60%. But apparently I can't be the Neo-Ottoman Empire? So apparently I can't do this at all, which is frustrating. And maybe I needed to be communist, or maybe I needed to do something else. Because I do have more national unity. I may need another 5% or 1%. So I'm going to try and get this eventually, but right now, that's not my goal. What I'm doing over here is trying to get more industry. Because all of these, if you look, that gives me infrastructure. That gave me infrastructure. This one's going to give me a military factory. This gives me 3 military factories. This one gives me steel, which is what that adds production of 16 in Izmit is. And that's going to affect my construction here, where I'm building roads. That's what these are. Military factories. I can build ports. I can build fortifications. I can build regular ports. These are supply ports, the Navy base, versus dockyards, which are your production capacity. Then I have oil refineries. I had to build an oil refinery because I don't produce enough. This is my actual resource production. And when I started the game, I had 0 oil and 0 rubber. But building the oil factory, or the synthetic factory, what do they call it, synthetic refinery, gave me oil and rubber. So now, because I have those, if I go over here to production, if I didn't have those, I'd suffer a penalty in the production of aircraft, as I'm suffering a penalty here because of a lack of tungsten. And all of these are necessary for the armoring of my divisions, and I can go over here and I can look at my division designs and I can see what's necessary. So they have support artillery and a bunch of infantry. Support artillery and a bunch of infantry means that if I go over to my production, I need infantry equipment and artillery. So, yes, it can be complicated, but a lot of it just flows together. There is research, and the research represents, this is military doctrines for fighting a ground war. Then you have the same for Navy and Air Force. You also have infantry equipment. You have support units. Now these support companies will take us back to this division designer, and that's what these are. So I could add a recon company to this division, but if I did that, then I have to go into production and start producing support equipment. So it's all interwoven, and it can be a bit complicated, but once you've actually gotten the hang of it, it's really quite straightforward. And right now, I'm letting my army do its own job. I'm not giving it much orders. The extent of the orders I have to give are advance to that line, and they'll do it themselves. Now what I did down here is I've set up a Naval Invasion, which I can't do because I don't, oh, there we go. If that goes through, I might be able to cut off the Greeks and push on Athens from the south. Or my fleet will not intercept theirs, they will intercept my convoys, and I will lose everyone. But no, so far I'm winning. Yeah, looks like I did okay. Yeah, I hurt them that time. That went my way. My armies are advancing. My Air Force is doing its best, but I've now outpaced them. Ooh, I can move forward. So if you see this yellow line, that's the extent that my airplanes can fly. So when they were back here, I couldn't get to the front. Now that I'm back up to the front, My aircraft are doing more work. That news article told me that Germany claimed Memel. And Memel is this little strip of land right there. Took it from Lithuania. Germany, you want me back in the faction? Thank you. Thank you very much. I was justifying my war against Greece, and right as my justification completed, Germany said that they would have a non-aggression pact with Greece, which meant that I could no longer attack Greece after putting all of that effort into going to war with them. I was not happy with Germany that day. Alright, I'm finally going to start production of support equipment. My next factory is going to go towards rifles. That is a lot of civilian factories, and I need those because my civilian factories are not doing great right now. Also, as I'm building those as I'm completing those, I get more places to place factories. So when I started out, this was a 2 maximum. So I've got 2 out of the 4 factories built here. So I've got more factories here. I've got more factories here I can place, 1 more here. So I'm getting more places I can drop factories to improve my production. Let's keep going. See if we can't finish off Greece. I have all of these divisions just sitting here waiting to kill 1. Do your jobs, people. Uh-oh. No. You get out there. Yes, I don't care if you're damaged. Go. My transports are getting attacked and my fleet wasn't there to protect them. So I've lost some transports. My submarines are getting there. Oh, I may be in bad shape. I might lose part of my army there. Crap. That's not good. On the bright side, the Greeks are losing pretty quickly. I didn't even necessarily need to launch this naval invasion. Come on. Let's see what we can do here. We can just do steel production, then get aluminum. We'll do uniforms. It'll help. You, go take those islands. Shit. They killed all my troops. They sank all of my transports and killed all my troops. You guys go back to port. Damn it. Well, that's okay. We've gotten most of the way through Greece anyways. Once the war is over, then we will consider doing more. We'll move the Air Force down here. Now we just have to wait. One thing I can do is do partial mobilization, which will improve my factory production. Do I need these roads? I was trying to get all of my roads up to 4. Yeah, I still need those roads. So that 4th International was just telling me that the communists met. It's one of the Russian options. Come on, guys, win this. I'm setting the priority for equipment. Reinforcements are first, upgrades are second, and then the new units are last. So currently, I can't afford the new units. We're taking too many losses. But Greece is only 40% of the way towards loss, towards capitulation. However, Athens will give me most of what I need to finish this. Let's see what the rest of the world's up to. Germany is doing industrial work. They did the alliance with Italy and prepared to invade Italy. I think Germany might be suffering from some schizophrenia. Russia is now in the midst of a civil war. The British Empire is the English Empire and is fascist. We'll do this. I'm still trying to get through all of these focuses that give me more industry. Yugoslavia is part of the Axis. Here, let me show you the world map. So we have the French Entente Alliance, the Northern Lights, Medzimorzi, the Comintern, the Chinese United Front, and that's it. Oh, I forgot about them. The Free States, which is just Switzerland. Which means that with this formed, that means that France rejected... Yeah, France rejected it. Wait, they haven't even done the demand the Sudetenland. Never mind. That's interesting. This whole playthrough has been very weird. This first... Hitler has been assassinated. Within the first 6 months, Hitler was dead. His own troops killed him. Blew my mind. Ah! Greece fell. Oh. Okay, let's slow this down. So, Greece fell. I took all their territory. Yay, war's done. I now have a couple more factories. I need more rifles and more artillery. I also no longer need to be importing resources. You can see now I'm stabilized all across the board, which means my production will go up. And now I need to finish these roads. Let's see what else I need. I do want some more airfields. And if I'm going to go to war with both Iran and Iraq, this is where I want my airfields. So we'll do that. Now the importance of roads is getting those supplies through so that those aircraft can actually do their job. In the meantime, let's move up here and let's justify war goals on Albania. I am part of the Axis. So declaring on Albania might not do me any damn good. Because their independence is guaranteed by Italy. I should still be able to declare war, and Italy probably can't get in the way. We'll find out. We'll find out the hard way. I have until July 3rd of 39. Let's get the ball rolling. More tech done. Just gonna keep doing that one. Try and get myself further ahead. That was the integration of one of the newly conquered territories, which will bring me more population. Ooh. I have support equipment. Okay, we've got a lot going on all at once. Let's slow down a bit. Soft attack and reconnaissance. Yes. I'm trying to improve. Trying to passively improve things. Low manpower. That is fine. We will deal with that. Is there anything that gives me manpower? Yes, there is. Military youth gives me a 2% bump to manpower. So we'll grab that. That 2% bump could be the difference between... I mean, honestly, it's not going to be the difference between victory and defeat, but it could help a lot. And sometimes that's all that matters. Just switched over some production to destroyers, trying to get my fleet up. Not that it's, you know, going to do much, but... We'll do 5 destroyers, and then we will queue up 3 light cruisers. So we'll run through the first queue, then through the second. Okay, the roads are almost done. Once the roads finish, I want another one of those. Two more of those. And 3 more regulars. All right. Try and increase my capacity some. Got my military youth. Ah, here we go. We'll do that. That'll give me some shipyards. Germany has troops everywhere. Wait, what happened with Yugoslavia? Oh! Hello. That's new. Still got limited conscription, that's okay. Nope, nope, nope. Okay. Yugoslavia has left the Axis. That could be trouble. Because they've now joined with Czechoslovakia and France. My concern is that okay, Latvia's fighting civil war, that's fine. My concern, as I keep trying to say, is that that Albania will join them and I'll end up with war, which is why I'm sending 6 divisions over here to the French border. Three more shipyards. We'll do another. So now I'm short on oil and iron. So maybe I should do this iron production. So military, that's just tech bonuses. Paramilitary doesn't give me anything. Division training time, army experience. we'll do this. Now, if I can get Albania, that will give me a nice toehold into Yugoslavia. But I need more troops before I go to war. Until these get fleshed out, I'm not going to get troops. New troops just won't be built. That's all there is to it. It's one of the reasons why I have factories queued up down here. Very nice, very nice. It is 39. Let's go ahead and do the next. Crap, Zog submitted. Okay. 20 days. Alright, we aren't going to do that yet. Let's get our army over there before we justify. Yes. This will give me intelligence and let me see what my neighbors' armies are composed of. So right now I can see that they've got Alpine divisions and a tank division. Oh, good. And I can see that because my intelligence is better than theirs. And that is decided by this tech and the ones that are associated with it. This one gives me steel. That solves part of my problems. I love anything that solves a problem. Oh, wow. The French alliance is doing fairly decent for itself over here. I need to be prepared for war with Yugoslavia. Cheeky bastards. Ooh, I've got a lot more fighters. We will drop another squadron of fighters. Okay. Give him orders, place him in the Middle East. There's our steel production, but we don't necessarily need that right now. So we're going to hold on to it. We will hold off on aluminum production. We'll hold off there. Italy is influencing our politics. They're going to turn me more fascist. I love the fact that traditional roles means that I need fewer consumer goods and I get more factories here. It's kind of ridiculous, but also kind of funny. Okay, let's justify our work goal against Iraq. Once Iraq has fallen, then we will go ahead and prepare for Iran. Won't take long. August 29th, 14 days. Let's get there now. Good. We're at war. Yes, Britain, you can send me 3 volunteers to help destroy the Iraqis. Ugh. Alright, we're going to roll this army into this one for the moment to try and reinforce this attack. The Air Corps is doing its job, but let's get them closer. Germany just declared war on Czechoslovakia. That is kicking off World War II. I am not ready for that. Their call to arms is just terribly timed. Let's see what we can do. Iraq just joined them. Okay, we need to pause for a minute. U5 are no longer going there. Your job is to get up here and join our war against Yugoslavia. And you're the Desert Fox, you're the Hill Fighter. You will be the Desert Fox because you'll get bonuses in the desert. Alright. You have your front line extended and your objective altered. And now I have no choice but to try and drop these divisions. And they will join this front. They will join this front. We'll drop those 3 now. Hi, Oregon. Is that Mariota? Oregon Mariota. Hi. Thanks for the follow. All right, let's keep moving. Good, our allies actually stepped up. The Italians and, Bulgarians managed to stop the Yugoslavs and Romanians there for the moment. So my armies might actually be able to get back and do something. No, I don't need your Lend-Lease. You guys move. Especially here where they have no defenses. And here where they have no defenses. The whole idea is try and pincer them. Like this tank division, if it can't get supplies, it's as good as dead. You can see it's already running. So we'll just send that division forward. These guys are going to move forward. Yeah, see, the whole border is now collapsing as I advance. But they are throwing more troops in, which is a problem. I can't afford the redirection of forces that I send north. Especially since I have no air force to support them. But But we can do this. And that helps. Well, yeah, Spain, I'll take your volunteer divisions. Thank you for supporting the cause. The advantage is these French divisions are tanks, and the tanks don't have... Okay, Luxembourg. The tanks don't have great supply in desert. Now, if I can get more troops raised, I'll be doing really well. Trying to support this attack. Maybe I can push them back. I've got to keep an eye on my manpower. Thank you, Spain. I need you here. I need you here. Nope, you stay on that line. You stay on that line. Because we've now got 3 French divisions cut off without supplies. Let's see how the rest of the war's going. Italy is losing to the French here. Germany is holding their line. The Czechs are holding. Yugoslavia is collapsing. Romania is falling back slowly to Bulgaria, which means that the Balkan territories are going to be fine. And if I'm lucky, I'll be able to take a strip of Yugoslavia here. It's really all I need is just a little bit of Yugoslavia in the south. I don't need that. That will help a ton. That would help eventually. Let's do this first. Oh, that need for iron. Who can I import iron from? Soviet Union. I have a land border with them. Crap. They're gonna get out. Okay, stop attacking. Can't afford those losses. Germany just declared war on Switzerland. Damn it, Germany, what is wrong with you today? The goal here is not to open more fronts. Especially fronts you can't afford. Nope, I can't do that. That's just a lost cause. Okay. You know what? If you're going to send more troops in, send more troops in. I will just cut them off and kill them. Nope, I can't afford it. You guys stop attacking. Too many of my divisions here are suffering from massive manpower shortages and equipment shortages. Constantly being on the offensive is going to break my army more effectively than the enemy is. I should surrender this territory. But what I really want to do is go here, here, here. Try and cut them off again. Oh look, Switzerland has pushed into Germany. Good job, Germany. Way to lose the war. Well, I mean, at least they're holding the rest of their borders. But as soon as they start doing something stupid like declaring war on Denmark, bringing even more countries into this... Germany. Okay, we're still holding. Speed things up a bit. You two, attack there. You, attack there. I really just want them to run out of supplies so I can starve them out. That's all I want. It's not so much to ask. No. You need to be there. Hey, Belgrade fell. That's good, right? Yes. Ah, oh, thank God Yugoslavia's almost out of the war, which will mean Bulgaria and Italy can hit Romania and then roll up the Czechs from behind. Oh, Germany turned it around in Switzerland. The French have crossed. Hey! Luxembourg is gone. Woo! Nobody else has entered the war yet. Alright. And I don't have any more troops ready. It looks like the French may be getting ready to abandon the Middle East. And honestly, that makes sense. This region is not worth it for them, especially with the Germans beating the Swiss and pushing. Yeah, especially with this. They're through the Maginot Line. So the Germans have, this is the Maginot Line here, the Germans have punched through. So that is not good for the French. Very good for Germany, but not good for France. And I need more iron. Steel is what it is, steel. That's okay though, because we'll get all of this, and we'll hopefully get sections down here. Okay, I don't know if the French somehow managed to get out of here or they died. What I do know is that there's a large stretch of open border. France has called Poland in. I thought Poland was part of its own faction. Oh, Poland left the faction. That's not good for Poland, though. I mean, sure, Germany's out of position, but they're just getting called into a losing war. Ah, and you guys. Yeah, you guys can just join this front. We'll have one army, and everything is good. Yes, I'm already part of the war. What do I care? Which also means I can shift these airplanes south and throw them into the Middle East as well. Take the port, take the city. Okay, don't take the port, just go there. You cut them off. I need you for here. continue to stretch this line. If I can overlap the Iraqis and the French, I can force them back. Good. This airfield can advance. U4, finish this out. Okay. And let's grab another oil production. And do that. And that. Just to spread some stuff out. I need more iron. So you know what I really need to do? Is that. Get myself some iron. I keep saying iron. I know it's steel. More tech, more intelligence against my enemies. Good, the French basically abandoned their Middle Eastern control of Syria. I'm no longer really involved in the war in Europe. Thank you, thank you. Germany has almost lost Prussia. Italy is back out of Italy and into France. Switzerland, not Sweden, that's further north, is losing. The Germans are still pushing into France. They're pushing into Czechoslovakia. Romania is falling. And Poland is losing on one side and winning on the other. Alright, not too bad all around. Okay, you guys aren't strong enough to finish that. That's fine. We will stop advancing recklessly. Not that what my troops are doing is reckless, but I can't afford the unending losses. We'll have to import steel until we can get it produced. We can add more aircraft. Let's add more aircraft because everybody likes more airplanes. And if I remember right, the actual ideal number of aircraft is 100. Oh, England, 3 more divisions. Thank you. I really appreciate those divisions. And you know that may sound like sarcasm, but really, I do appreciate those divisions. Let's get some anti-tank guns. Since I'm not doing tanks, anti-tank guns are going to be particularly important. Alright, I've got 8 French divisions pinned here. Their average strength is good, their organization is high. I can't push them. There's been a coup in Romania? That's not good. Okay, we'll stop attacking. Let's get these guys ready. Sure, I'll accept your 18 support equipment. Good, Romania is dying, which means that soon Poland will have another front, and so will the Czechs. Oh, all right. Well, now the Netherlands is in. That's okay, they're not really a problem. At least not for me, but apparently they're a problem for the Germans, because the Germans were not prepared for this war. Damn it, Germany. Sure, I'll take your stuff. Spain has joined the Axis, which means that those divisions that they just sent me are going home. What can I do to help me? Division training time. I know exactly what I can do. Construction engineering, which will just give me a flat boost to my production. Spain just joined the war. That's another front. Oh, France, you can't afford to stay here. French are trying to get out. Hey, I think did my guys? No, my guys are losing ground. I lost my airfield. However, my troops believe that they can win. And I believe in them if they say they can win. You can't see me, but I'm grimacing right now because I don't believe my troops can win. Primarily because they lack so much equipment. What can I do to help them? Nope. No. 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 We'll do cultural norms. Belgium has joined the war. This is trouble. The British joined the Axis. Awesome. That just changed everything. The Middle East is no longer going to be a problem. So, let's look at the map real quick. Just because it amuses me. That's the Axis. And while it looks like there are one blue faction, there's actually two. There's the the Nordic countries and France, and they're now losing allies. Britain, I'm very happy to have your troops here. My average strength is not high enough, I think. Yeah, their average strength is much higher than mine. The sudden influx of threats against the alliance has changed the shape of things. We're going to see countries falling out of it soon. Ooh! Poland surged back. So did Czechoslovakia, but that's because of this. However, if Romania finishes collapsing and these troops move north, that will put an end to that. And if France finally breaks, that will put an end to things there. I would love to send troops to help. Nope, that's just going to get me more dead. And I cannot afford more dead. Sure. Now, if Iraq is out of the war, then I'm in good shape. These guys have very little to support them, so if I can push through and cut them off from supplies, they'll be in bad shape. Especially if they abandon cities. If I can get Baghdad, Iraq might be out of the war. Yes, Iraq is out of the war. Good. Okay. You guys go there. Finish that off. You guys go here and finish that off. Now, if we can finish driving the French out of Syria. Okay. This army is going to go join the fight in Europe. As soon as we finish driving the French out. 99. Boom. Okay. The fight that we're going to join is the fight against Poland. And our objective is going to be a nice broad line there. We are going to stop pushing supplies to these divisions because we need it elsewhere. We're going to continue to push that, though. We just need it. God, I can never get enough steel. I'm going to have to build more steel factories. That's all there is to it. I've already finished the first. Let us build a second. Let us build a few. Because those will reduce our cost. Where can we send aircraft to help? We'll help in the Alpine region. And then once the Germans have pushed back here, if they can push back here, we'll help in the Czech territories. We will wait for this army to recover a little more. Good enough. Let's go. You know what? Nobody else is going to support me. We're going to go over here. And we'll start out here. Soviet Union declared war on Poland. Poland is now doomed. Which means that this war is going to be a thing of the past because the Poles are going to have to pull out. Meanwhile, France is collapsing. Switzerland is still holding, but it's Switzerland. Of course it's still holding. Alright, now we just sit back and wait. No, we're not going to sit back and wait. We're going to pull our army off of here because they're not going to be necessary. Let's send them over to help with the Czech problem. And let's send our aircraft back to help with the Czech problem. I know, kind of silly to be bouncing around as much as I am, but if we can stabilize this and push in, we might be able to recover more land for the Germans. Eventually we're going to be at war with the Russians, and I would like my allies to be stronger as a result. Now the thing is, I have the player-led peace conference turned on, which means I'm going to have to choose what territory everybody gets. So the peace process is going to be a pain in the ass. However, I'm going to steal some French territory. Not because I need it, but just because I want to. Switzerland will go Italian, most of France will go German, some of France down here will go Spanish, middle France will go Italian probably, section of Yugoslavia will go to me, Part of Romania will go to Bulgaria. So there's going to be a lot of change to the world map after this. But I'm counting my chickens before they hatch. That's a problem. I need to get my troops in place. They're there. And let's give them orders. Good. Looks like they're doing well. Once we get this up, it should help with our production. Yeah, the Czech border is almost undefended now. Come on, guys, keep moving, keep moving. Poland, in the wake of this sudden advance by the Turks, France has capitulated. Which means the Low Countries won't be far. Come on, let's win this war. Yeah, look at Poland fall. They're going to be out of this soon. This war is winding down. Czechoslovakia is halfway gone. The fact that Poland sent troops to try and hold Czechoslovakia doomed them. That just let the Russians pour in. Czechoslovakia is basically out of this. Let's see if we can grab Prague in a rush. That might just be the end of that. And then all we have to do is cut off these, or take out these last remaining, yeah, Czechoslovakia just capitulated. We should see the notice for that soon. Let's finish off these Polish divisions, and then they won't last much longer. Nope, 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 nope. Your orders could do that. Warsaw just fell to the Russians. So that's another collapse. Czechoslovakia is out. Poland is starting to fall. Yep, the Czechs are gone. Poland is at 88% capitulation, so that's not long. Honestly, I think the fall of Krakow might be the end of it. Or Krakow, or however it is pronounced. See how our, yeah, we're starting to get our steel production up. And that's it. The war is over. Okay. All right, now I have complete control. So we'll start with what I want from me. All right, we'll take that. And then Madagascar. Some little islands down here. And you know what? That, because I can. Anything else I want? No, I think I'm done. So now Germany. Let's hope I'm doing this right. Yes, Germany demands. And if Germany decides to give that back to Russia, then so be it. I already gave them that. Let's give them Northern France. Alright, that'll work. Let's grab Italy. They can have the rest of Yugoslavia. They can have a bit of France. And then they can get a bunch of French North Africa. Nope, I'll give them all of French Africa. We'll give this to Spain to let them connect. Let's find Bulgaria. Bulgaria can have what's left of Romania. Spain. Can have that. Oh, cracked nicely. Netherlands. Germany will take all that's left of the Netherlands. Free France will go to... Let's see. Oh, no. No Free France. Dutch East Indies. You know what, Australia? You can have the Dutch East Indies. The Belgian Congo. You know what, we're going to give the Belgian Congo to the British. Okay, now what is Free France? You know what? I don't want this. Let's give that to the British Raj. Actually, let's give it to Malaya. I will take... No, we'll give that to Italy. Italy can have that. I'll take that. I'm betting most of the rest, because we can satellite stuff. So what I'm going to do is England, take what's left. Okay. So yeah, that definitely changed the map of Europe. Hey, John Dorian, how are you doing today? So you missed effectively the Second World War. When we started out, the Wehrmacht assassinated Hitler. So Goering is in charge. England went fascist. I went fascist as Turkey. I took Greece. I joined the Axis as part of that. Yugoslavia was in the Axis at the time. Good, I'm glad you're doing well. Yugoslavia left the Axis to join France, Czechoslovakia, and Romania in an alliance, which would eventually include Switzerland, Luxembourg, Netherlands, Belgium, and Poland, and Iraq. So all of those countries now basically cease to exist except for Switzerland, who is still fighting on. So I'm going to send my armies. Oh, I'm not at war. Yeah, you know what? I will help you fight them. It is ridiculous and unnecessary, but I will do it. Not because I expect to get anything out of it, but just because. I want to end the war. Yes, the Swiss Army. The Swiss Army is doomed. Oh, let me show you the Axis. The Swiss Army is doomed. There we go. Italy just joined. It's over. We will pass so that I get all the points, and then I will select Germany and take all states. Okay, now my troops are going home, where they will take up arms against Iraq, because that is my next target. And the Air Force will go home, where it will refit. Not that it actually suffered too much in that war. My Air Force did pretty well. My Army did okay. It got hammered, but it did okay. Who is justifying war? Japan just beat China. You proceed naturally. Details. Fine, fine, fine. We're in 1940. Let's go ahead and do that. Italy is justifying against us. They're in the faction. Unless they leave the faction, there's nothing they can do. And if they leave the faction, I will call the faction in, and they will not survive. Meanwhile, I'm going to go justify on Iran, because why not? 125 days. Alright, we need a little more political power. We'll let that go. The Reformed Republic of China and the Reorganized Nationalist China. Looks like the war for Japan is over, and they've got the coast. Wonder what they're going to do now. Yeah, I only have 21 divisions. I am not a superpower. I'm playing as Turkey. My equipment needs are ridiculously bad right now. I'm finally catching up here. We'll drop that by 3. Put 2 here and drop that. That way we get everything caught up. And yeah, I'm building anti-tank guns because I'm not building tanks. Let's see if we put in another. Okay. We'll give our mountain troops anti-tank guns. We'll give our infantry anti-tank guns. Which means that we're going to need a ton of anti-tank guns. Only 500, that's not too bad. Ooh, how's our steel? +6. We need more steel factories. Oh god, we need more steel factories. You go to the top. Italy, what are you doing? You're doing claims on Turkey? Seriously? What the hell are you thinking? Germany is obviously not prepared for a war with Russia. Look where all their divisions are. They're everywhere. Germany, seriously, what are you doing? Oh, how's the US? Oh, Britain? Yeah, well, Britain's fascist. They joined us. Look at all these infantry. What are you equipped with? Just 5. I mean, that's the thing. The Brits are using a ton of these 5 infantry brigade armies. Denmark just declared war on the Reich. Oh, good job. The US is very much democratic. Yeah, very much democratic, and they're preparing for war. Nope, I'm not joining your war. What I am going to do is boost Popular Party. We will slowly turn the US fascist. My navy is rebuilding. Very slowly. I really should do more research in my navy. It's not necessary, but we're going to do it just in case. I'm going to take Iran and Afghanistan. Those are my targets. And then hopefully I'll be able to prepare an army for Russia and attack through southern Russia. That is the hope. What's probably going to happen is something very different, especially given all the goddamn Italians down here. Look at them all! There's, is that, let's see, 30, 45 Italian divisions on my border with Russia. 45, and increasing. Look at all these Brits. Where the hell are you guys going? Soviets just declared war. Italy demanded Anatolian naval bases. I'm not getting prompted for it, and I'm saying no if I do. The Canadian leader wants to see the world burn. Oh, he looks pretty okay. You have to understand, they're Axis, but they're still democratic. Britain went fascist and drew them in spite of their own democracies. The British Raj is probably democratic too. Oh no, they're fascist. It is multi. I have it set up for multiplayer because my cousin might have joined me, but he has a calculus test tomorrow. So he wasn't able to. Yeah, Australia is almost fascist. They're not aligned. That is awesome. Oh, what about South Africa? What is South Africa doing? Democratic for now. Okay, do I need anything here? I'll never see naturally. Not at the moment. I may need rubber in the long run. But over here. Yeah, you would think that Canada was fascist because they're part of the Axis. You would think fascist. I mean, I get it, but somehow no. Currently, it's only me. I'm currently playing single player, but it was set up for multiplayer with hot join enabled. I have a bunch of friends who have the game, but it's always rather hit and miss if they'll actually be in it. So currently there is no one, but it would have been really interesting to see my friends in this because they probably would have jumped on some of the oddities here. I don't know who they would have played though. And the common turn continues to grow. So Latvia still holds on. Is Latvia? Nope, that's Lithuania. And that's A puppet. Yep, they're in the common term. Germany better be preparing for this war. Russia is not going to sit here and be polite. Oh, you know what? I'm going to switch my cav divisions over to infantry. When is my justification against them done? Oh, I'm not justifying against them. Shit. Alright, 125 days, then it will be done. Oh. Sometimes I forget what I'm doing. Yeah, Iran is probably dead. I finally have enough infantry equipment. I can pull some factories off. Oh, I need tungsten. And I need less iron. Who can sell me some tungsten? Portugal! My favorite country to get tungsten from. How many aircraft do we have in reserve? A lot. We shall increase the size of some of our squadrons. Well, when it comes time for me to stage a coup in the US, it is very possible I will go ahead and make Phoenix or Arizona part of it. But that's a ways off because I haven't even started turning them I've only just started turning them fascist. Alright. And that's going to be it. I can't afford to put any more out there because I don't have any more built. Nope. Ground support. Oh. Getting more of my factories back. Arizona might rise. We'll see what happens. That's very dependent on how things turn out. Japan is still not part of the fascists. They aren't in the Axis. It's really weird. Are they even fascist still? I mean, they've got to be. Yeah, they're 100% fascist. So, and they haven't formed their own empire. They haven't formed their own faction, but I can't invite them because I'm not the leader. See, just, it's not even there. Bulgaria. I'm so happy that I gave them a little bit of land. Should have probably given them another bit, but I wanted Albania. Zog submitted to Italy right before I declared war. Very frustrating, that. Oh look, Italy has decided to stop justifying war against me. 6th of May. Alright. God, it's 1941 and the world is at peace. Oh no, it's not, because Germany is at war and the Canadians. Canada has invaded Iceland and Greenland. That's awesome. That is amazing. Denmark has fallen to the Germans. Oh, my destroyer's finished producing. Let's put out a battle cruiser. And I only want one of those. war in Africa. They want me against them. Nope. I'm going to decline because I don't want to be responsible for partitioning out the territory. Britain may fight a war with Portugal. That would be surprising. Some passive upgrades. Yeah, Canadian Iceland. I know, it's crazy. This whole thing is crazy. I'm going to have to go to war with Saudi Arabia at some point. It will be mine. So will Oman and Yemen. It will all be mine again. Except Egypt. I'm going to leave that alone. Let's go ahead and do the electronics effort so that I can get the last tech. Our war goal is available. Let's slow things down a bit. Let's get our next light cruiser up. Yeah, the Iranians don't have enough troops to guard their entire border. I don't know where all those ports came from. I haven't even taken anything. But I'm up to 9 ports. I mean, I'm happy to have them. I'll throw them onto some destroyers. And we'll finish off that battle cruiser faster. You cut him off. You pincer him. Yep, cut him off. That's a dead division. That is a dead division that they could not afford. Let's cut those 3 off. That'll be another 3 dead divisions. Iran is already 49% of the way towards capitulation. I could just grab Tehran. No, let's cut off those divisions first. Because 3 dead divisions means 3 divisions that aren't going to resist me anywhere else. What's Russia doing? Partisan suppression. What? Wait, what? The Deutsches Bundesrepublik? Bundesrepublik Deutschland. They're democratic? What the What the hell? Holy crap! What the hell? Did they leave the Axis? No, they're still part of the Axis. Half of the Axis is democratic. Well, not half, but what the hell? I'm sorry, this is just so freaking weird. Alright, Iran is dead. Slow this down. You go there. You guys are going to go over here. Deploy. And new army under reconnaissance or hillfighter, because we're going into Afghanistan. What? Oh, you've got to be kidding me. You have got to be kidding me. Oh. I need to turn Germany fascist. I need to turn Germany fascist. Sorry, you're gonna have to bear with me for a minute. I am truly, honestly, just... I have no idea how to handle this situation. I never considered the possibility that I would have to turn Germany fascist. Oh, dear Lord, what the hell? I can't even declare war on Afghanistan. I mean, I'm going to leave my troops there, but I can't declare war on Afghanistan. I can't do anything against the Sauds, against Saudi Arabia. I can't go north against the Soviets. Because Germany went democratic, I'm hamstrung. The game is effectively on pause until Germany becomes fascist again. Now, hopefully, they have an election in 45. Hopefully they can, turn soon enough. 38.58. Okay, they are going up. Good. We'll send these aircraft north. That's too many aircraft. Start that at the top. And we'll just kill this one. Okay. I mean, seriously, John Dorian, what in the hell? What do we do? But it's not the European Union. I mean, sure, it's most of Europe allied, but... non-union. Oh, interesting. I gave Germany that. Britain got that. Okay. There's a country missing here, I think. Could be wrong. Oh man, I don't know what to do. Other than just sit and wait patiently. Well, let's build some roads. August 41. Let's get our mountain divisions upgraded. Let's make sure we have our 1940 aircraft. Okay. Yeah. So, I'm going to keep playing this, but I'm not going to keep playing this today. What I'm going to do is I'm going to stop now. And I'm going to pick this up next week, and we'll just go from here. But I'm going to see this through to the end. We're going to see how this plays out. It's been a wild ride so far. And we'll see where it goes. So, until next week, good luck with your own wars. Hopefully less insane than this. And happy gaming. Yeah, for German NATO. Kinda. Yeah, kinda. I mean, we are a bastion against communism. But we'll see what happens with the bastion against communism next week. Till then, have a good night.